back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be my April book haul. So I have a bunch of books that I got in April that I'm going to share with you. I mean, to some people this will be a lot of books, but there have been definitely months where I've had a lot more books to show. I feel like it's a fairly modest selection of books, so we're just going to dive straight in. I've got a few different piles of things, so let's get on with the books. So I'll start with my subscription boxes. So I have currently 2 bookish subscriptions. I have the Afterglow subscription, which is with Mills and Boons, or Mills and Boon, and I also have the Afterlight subscription, which is a romance subscription box. So I'll start with the Afterglow books. So for this subscription you get 2 books each month, and these are the 2 that I have. So I have Miss V's Hot Girl Summer by A.H. Cunningham, and this one, with all the Afterglow books, they always tell you the tropes on the back. So this one says it's international, forbidden love and spicy. I haven't heard of this author before, so I'm looking forward to getting into this one. And then I have Once Upon You and Me by Timothy Janofsky. And this one I think is an MM romance. And again, the tropes are on the back there. And they are workplace romance, forbidden romance and spicy. So 2 forbidden romances. So I'm looking forward to diving into those at some point. Then for my Afterlight subscription, March's book actually got delivered in April. They kind of told us in advance that, you know, due to supply chain issues or whatever, the March book would be delivered in April, so it wasn't here in time for my March book haul, so I will show it here, and that is Fan Service by Rosie Danan. I am really looking forward to this one. I have read a few Rosie Danan books before, but this one sounds really good. It's a werewolf romance. I think the guy turns into a werewolf from what I remember, and these are the gorgeous sprayed edges for this one. And I will just take the dust jacket off so I can show you the artwork and naked hardback. The naked hardback for this one is stunning. It's I don't know what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of something and I can't quite put my finger on it, but I really love this naked hardcover. And then these are the end pages with the artwork. And I think this one's different. So really stunning, really love this edition, so I really hope that I enjoy this book. And then April's one I am also really excited about. It is Flirting Lessons by Jasmine Gilroy. This one is her first sapphic romance, so really looking forward to getting into this one. I love a sapphic romance. And these are the sprayed edges for this one, and that's the back. And I will just show you again the naked hardcover and the artwork. We just take the dust jacket off. So that is what the naked hardcover looks like. Really pretty, love the purple and gold foiling. And then here is the artwork inside. Absolutely stunning. So looking forward to diving into those at some point. Then I have a bunch of books. Some I got from the works and 2 that I got from Amazon when I was buying some other stuff. So first 3 books are part of the 3 for £7.50 deal that they now have. So the works have recently increased their prices. Years and years ago it used to be just 3 for £5, and they upped the prices maybe like a year or so ago to 3 for £6, and they have increased the prices again, and it's now 3 for £7.50 or £3 each, or £3.50 each, I can't remember. No, I think it's £3 each. So it's still a good deal, but it has definitely gone up in price, so I don't buy as many in there. I feel also the romance selection in this deal isn't the best at times, but these are the ones that I've got. So I've got The Wrong Bride by Katharina Mora. I've seen this author around on BookTok and YouTube. I've seen people talking about her books, and this is obviously been now traditionally published. I believe she started out as an indie author. This has been published with Bloom Books. I think this is a billionaire romance by the looks of it. So yeah, I love a billionaire romance, and I haven't read from this author before, but I am really excited to dive into this one, and the cover for this is gorgeous. I love that. Then I have Most Valuable Playboy by Lauren Blakely. This is part of the Ballers and Babes series, so it's obviously a sports romance. I've read a few Lauren Blakely books before and have enjoyed them, so I'm excited to dive into that one. I really like the colours on this cover. And then the last one I picked up was Other People's Weddings by Maisie Yates. Maisie Yates, again, is another author that I have read from in the past, so looking forward to picking up that one. I don't know too much about what it's about, but we'll see. And then the next book that I picked up was actually a new release that came out this month, or no, sorry, it came out in April, and that is Riding the High by Paisley Hope. So I have read the previous 2 books in this series, which is called the Silver Pines series, and the other 2 books are Holding the Reins and Training the Heart, and this is the new one that's come out, and I cannot wait to dive into this one. I really enjoy this series. The previous 2 books have been 5-star reads. I'm not sure what the tropes are for this one, but looking forward to getting into it. These are all cowboy romances, so if you like Elsie Silver's books, I think you will love these ones. And the works have done special sprayed edges for this series. This one came out with this design, and then they've redone the first 2 books, because I think when the first 2 books were previously published with the works, they just had plain sprayed edges, but they've added this kind of rose detail, which is really pretty, so cannot wait to get to that one. And then the next 2 books I got from Amazon. These were under £5 each, and I picked these up when I was buying like some other stuff on Amazon. I saw that these were, as I say, less than £5. So the first one is When the Viscount Seduces by Darcy Burke. Darcy Burke is one of my favourite historical romance authors, and I love picking up her books. And obviously she is an indie author, and indie author books can be expensive, I'm not going to lie, so whenever I see them on offer I do pick them up, and this is part of her Rogue Rules series, so looking forward to diving into this one. And then the next one is Shouldn't Have You by Carrie Ann Ryan. I've been slowly collecting Carrie Ann Ryan's books, and this one, as I say, was on offer. This is actually the large print edition, so the font is quite big, but I quite like a large font, I'm not going to lie, and this is part of her Fractured Connections series, so looking forward to getting into that one. Next we have my pre-orders and new releases for the month. So first one is Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. So I attended a online event with Waterstones, and as part of that promotion, you could purchase either the ticket just by itself, or you could get the ticket and the book for a decent price, and if you purchased the book it came with some like extra goodies, so I did do that. So this is the book, and it's the Waterstones special edition, so it comes with black sprayed edges. The first book in this series I actually have just the standard edition, but this, as I say, comes with black sprayed edges. I love the covers for this series, really love them. And then it came with an art print and then a bookmark as well, with the hero and heroine on either side. I haven't read this book yet. I haven't actually read the first book, but I'm definitely excited to get into it. I really enjoyed attending the event and hearing Kaylee Smith talk about the book. Next we have Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I'm still yet to read this, but it is one that I am very much excited to. It is the last book in the Powerless trilogy, and I cannot wait to see how this series ends. This is also the Waterstones special edition, which has pale pink sprayed edges, and then the cover for it, obviously the cover itself is gorgeous. I love that it's pink, but the naked hardback for this is gorgeous as well. I'll just take that cover off, but it's got this silver foiling with the crown on, and then on the back it's got this design, and it says "Forever My Undoing." I absolutely love this copy. I think it's gorgeous. And then it has an alternate cover as well with some artwork, but I do really like the original cover. I think it's gorgeous, so cannot wait to get into that one. I really need to pick that up. Then we have Firebird by Juliet Cross. So this one I've heard mixed things about, but I am still excited to pick it up. And this one is also the Waterstones exclusive edition. So the naked hardcover is just plain, but it has these gorgeous sprayed edges with a dragon down the side. I think that's really pretty and really ties in with the theme of the cover. So looking forward to picking up that one. And then lastly, I have 2 copies of the exact same book, and I will explain why I have bought 2 copies of the exact same book. So for starters, it's King of Envy by Ana Huang. I love this series. I love Ana Huang's books. She's one of my favourite contemporary authors, and I am really enjoying this series. This series is a series of billionaire romances, and yeah, definitely a top tier series for me. This is actually book 5. It's got this gorgeous spine, and this one's obviously green. This one is the W.H. Smith special edition, and it came with these sprayed edges. I don't have any of the other books in this series in like a special edition. They've all been the standard edition, but absolutely love those sprayed edges. Think it's really cool. And so I had this one on pre-order, and then the Works announced that they were going to be doing a special edition of this book with a slightly different cover, and I was in an hour as to whether to get it, and I decided in the end, you know what, it's one of my favourite series, I will treat myself to it, and that is with the black cover. So I'll just show them side by side. So the actual design on the cover is the same, it's just a different colorway, and I don't know which I prefer. I love the black and the white, so this one's not got sprayed edges, it's just a different color cover, and they are going to be going back and doing the rest of the books in this series in this kind of design, and so I think I will definitely be collecting those because I do love this series. Some would argue you don't need 2 books, 2 copies of the same book, but when it's your favourite series, I feel like you have to have it. But yeah, I really love both of those designs, so really glad to have those. And that is all of the books that I picked up in April. Let me know if you picked up any great books in April, and if you've read any of the ones I've shared, please do let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video.